on the equalizer.
I need to process the trauma because the next time that I have to pull the trigger, there's a chance I might hesitate. It's time for me to take care of myself, and that means no more equalizing. I'm sorry, but I'm done.
Rob, what are you doing here?
Miles, I need your help.
Miles, your ex-husband?
He helps out sometimes.
We should have dinner. The two of us.
Like on a date.
Well, you mean they don't have to put a label on it?
I am recommending you for a position with the Federal Task Force.
Los Angeles.
I want you to stay.
I'm headed to the airport.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Thank you. Now enjoy the show. Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for those who are coming back from last season to see The Equalizer. Yes, I love this show with Queen Latifah and everybody else on the show. I don't know their real names, but we love the Queen, child. Oh my goodness. Season 5, can you believe it? Episode 1 starts off with a banger. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, oh, child. It was a whole lot going on, but oh boy, so many changes going on with this show. Remember last season, Mel got caught up. Now it's up in the air about her staying with the team, and Harry. Dee, she was trying to be an equalizer too, but then her mom had to set her straight. Her ex, what's his name, Miles, he was trying to get back with her at the same time. Her and Dante trying to start something. Then he got offered a job in LA. Ooh, that broke her heart, child, because you know she a strong Black woman. And she finally let her guard down at the end of last season and told Dante, I don't want you to go. He was like, I'm on my way to the airport. Walked off. I mean, not quick like that, but you know, they had some words, you know. She was crying because she let her guard down. Oh, child, bye. We don't know if she and her girlfriend gonna stay together. What else going on? And Mess, she's still getting calls, emails to help me and help out because Popo ain't worth a partner at a window, and I can't just help. 1-800-HELP. But anyway, please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I appreciate you for coming through. So listen, it is an hour episode on CBS, as you can see right there on the flyer. If you haven't watched the Equalizer, go ahead and watch. It's really good. So I'm getting my commentary. Here we go. So this little girl is being kidnapped. She's running through the city trying to evade the kidnappers, but it didn't work. So, child, now we got a cute little Black girl being kidnapped with with some braids going back down her back. Like, oh my goodness, she got to be what, 8? Like, what's going on? Why is the little girl getting kidnapped? So then we see Robin is having a bad dream, a nightmare, where she's tied to a chair. And the person comes out of the darkness while she's screaming help, and she figures out who it is, and it's her. Child, remember how she used to ride through the city before Dante knew who she was, looking like Knight Rider on her motorcycle, Black on Black? Well, she had on that suit, and she was the one who tied her own self up to a chair, having a nightmare. Again, last season was a doozy, y'all. I mean, she was getting blown to smithereens almost. So, things is just moving on, just moving on. And here we see Aunt Vi making coffee. Here come Robin telling her, girl, pour me a cup, child. It's been a minute. Woo! Aunt Vi heard her rustling back and forth all in the bed. And she was like, I got your coffee, boo. Then Mel and Dante are gone. Mel has left the agency, and Dante, like I said, moved to LA. And Miles is hanging around more. Like I said, he's trying to get back with her. He was like, hey, how you doing? Can I get your number? Can I come see you? He was like, I miss you. She was like, what? Remember that? If you saw season 4, okay? If you haven't, that's what he was talking about in season 4. And they've been divorced. They got a daughter named Dee. She is a sophomore or a junior in high school. And like I said, she's been going through some things too. Find out her mom is the equalizer. And like I said, she's trying to be the equalizer junior. Her mom had to let her know. Then she wanted to go into military school because she's so enamored by all the work her mom and Mel and Harry does, So pretty much Aunt Vi and Dee knows what Robin does now, because the first 3 seasons they didn't, but she had to tell them because they were kidnapped in season 3, if I'm not mistaken. So she probably had to let them know, not to worry, because she always comes back. She may be a little battered and bruised at times, but she's good. I don't think she told them everything, how she used to work for the CIA and whoop de whoop, but she got friends in high, medium, and low places, child. Excuse me. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. The basis, the beginning, just a little history. So Miles, like I said, hanging around, fixing stuff. He's there taking Dee to breakfast, and he coming in the house, and while Aunt Vi and Robin is having coffee. And he notices on his way out that their kitchen faucet is leaking. Okay, yeah, I'll be back to fix that later. All right, then, bye. Let me take some bacon as I go. I'm probably looking at him like, and then she looking at Robin like, what's he doing here so much? Robin's like, oh, just let him. It makes him feel wanted and needed. And plus, she don't mind him coming around. So Aunt Vi was like, what happened to Dante? She was like, next caller. So next, what happened? Dante's still gone. Okay. So next we see Robin on her way out, and she goes to see Mel because she got a call for help, and Harry is helping her. So Robin visits Mel. Mel is married to Harry. They own a bar, and all of the equalizer goings on is downstairs under the bar. So Robin's first stop is to check on Mel. She's doing good. Her and Dee, who again is Robin's daughter, they're going to do yoga so they can, be at center. And so Aunt Vi, it goes to Aunt Vi, right? And she's at the house getting ready to leave. And here comes, what's his name? Here comes Miles, the ex-husband. He just lets himself in, and she was like, hey, no, let me just come up here like that. We could have been naked, anything. And he was like, ain't like I never seen it before. She's like, excuse me? He was like, I'm a doctor. I've seen bodies before. And she had let him know, listen, I don't care what's going on. Don't be walking up in here like you live here. You need to announce yourself or let us know a date and time that you're going to be here. I know that's right. So here we are with the basis of why Robin was called for help. It's an unconventional foster mother, and one of her children, the little girl we saw running and being kidnapped, is missing. And the reason why she's unconventional is these kids are run away from their foster home for various good reasons. We've heard stories. So pretty much the stories we've heard is why these kids ran away, and she's taking care of them. And the question as to why the police weren't called is because she has an unconventional foster care. And these kids come and she lets them stay and she does what she can, helps them out. But I'm like, how are they getting through school without proper child? I'm just asking because how are they getting through school without proper guardianship paperwork? A girl, I don't know. Like I said, child. Anyway, the issue is the girl's been missing. Her name is Randy, and she has a big brother named Kevin, and he's there. So they ran away from the foster homes that they were in. They wanted to split them up, and they found their way to her. And he lets them know, I think she's been taken by the people I got this from. And he shows them a gun that's in his backpack. And he was like, they both found a truck full of guns sitting just in the neighborhood. And he was going to park the truck and hide it and everything while his sister was on a roof looking out. But then his sister was kidnapped and taken. And so he took one gun to, I guess, negotiate or whatever he was thinking. But he thought it was a food truck. But then he found out it was full of guns and ammo and carrying on. So Robin took the gun, emptied the clip, and just, pressed some more about what was going on. And Kevin is supposed to bring the truck back by 8 o'clock. So next we see him taking Robin to where the truck is. Now the truck's missing. Now he don't know how he gonna get his sister back. Child. So now Harry's looking for the truck and then tries to find it. And then he calls Dante, right? Dante is working for the feds out there, and they just got somebody that they're trying to get some information from. At first, I thought it was something illegal, but apparently it's somebody they need to get some info from, and he wasn't doing too well, if you know what I'm saying. And Dante was working, and like I said, got the call talking to Harry. And he's going to try and help Harry. So then Harry finds the kidnapper by mistake, child. Okay, how he find it by mistake? Harry got all that electronic equipment. And he knows how to tap in and go into folks' stuff. He can probably even tap into a phone camera and see and see whose face belongs to the phone number, child. Harry got all the info. Harry got the tea. Harry is the T. Let me just say that. So then he goes to pretty much, they pretty much know who's dealing guns around town. So he just works all his magic. And then he finds the kid, like I said, he finds the kidnapper by mistake. So they see Randy being dragged in by the kidnapper on this surveillance camera that they found in this storefront that belonged to or was related to, some folks on, not on the up and up dealing with guns. And so he just pretty much traced all that stuff. And so Robin's on her way. She's like, I gotta go get this little baby girl. You know what I'm saying? She got to go get her. So Robin finds where Randy was, but she ain't there no more. So the kidnapper guy, she roughs everybody up in there like she always do. Tangent real quick. That's what she do, y'all. If you've never seen the show, she roughs folks up. It's just one man. She's a one-man army, okay, but she has help. But literally, she's a one-man army. So she takes this guy down. It don't matter, big, small, whatever, gun, knife, blowtorch. What else has she come across, child? Machine, AK-40, just a car she didn't got with, girl. Child, listen. She's a one-man army, like I said. So she finds where Randy was, but the boss of his boss got her. And so she roughing him up. Okay, call your boss, let him know. So he calls. His arm is all toe up. It looked like Chicken Wayne, the dude that jumped on the stage years ago with Dave Chappelle. She had him all twisted up like him, child, arm just bent all back and front and side to side like a chicken wing. You know how you fold the chicken wing when you cook it? That's how his arm looked. Oh my, I wonder what happened to chicken wing. I wonder how he doing. Child, they tore his behind. Remember that? Remember that when they was running up on stage with folks and comedians and folks, and that was the wrong comedian. Because it wasn't just him. All the homies was there. I mean, Busta Rhymes, Jamie Foxx, and some other folks I forgot, child, and ain't none of them did time. You ain't heard about none of them going to jail. You ain't heard about none of them getting no fine, no ticket. You and they ain't talked about it since, child, to be a fly on that wall, to see that. Like this man, I can just imagine Busta Rhymes alone, child. I remember I just saw some stomping. And it reminded me back to when Tupac and them was chasing down that dude at the MGM, the unfortunate night of his passing. That all that surveillance and video, child, that's what it looked like. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so Robin is a one-man army. She goes in, but the little girl's gone. So she has the dude call his boss, the one who has her. And he said, okay, well, since I told him no cops, I'm going to move up the deadline from 8 to 5. She's like, 5? He was like, yeah, 5 p.m., not 8. Child. So then she's through with that. Robin calls Dante again for help to get a truck out of the panel. They found, Harry found the truck with the guns, right? It's in the impound, and now the popo then figured out it has all this stuff in it. So it's, pretty much under lock and key, heavy lock and key. But, so where there's a will, there's a way, child. So, like I said, she calls Dante again, and he helps her out with getting the truck out. Child, real quick, pretty much what she did to get the truck full of ammo out of the impound, heavily guarded, was that she played like she was there to get something out of her car that's an impound. She got mad, buku tickets. She don't have the money, but she just need to get some out the glove compartment. So the dude at the front was like, okay, Ann, you need to go to the court and pay your fine. She was like, well, okay, well, can I just, get my stuff out of the truck? Won't be just maybe 3 minutes. So she him and hawing, and he him and hawing, looking at her. So she's taking stuff out of her bag, and then she puts this deli sandwich down. Come to find out through Dante, the dude who's at the front desk, his name is O'Malley. That's his favorite sandwich. So she's bribing him with some pastrami, and he's just smelling it, and it's smelling all good. Now, when you got your favorite food in front of you, you're like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to have to let her in because she's trying to give me the sandwich. And lo and behold, she do. And he lets her in, and then she hot wires a truck and busts out of there. You don't hear nobody coming after her. You don't hear no sirens, nothing. So apparently she got a deli sandwich from his favorite deli, and pretty much just worked her magic and stole the truck. Child, I swear. So Robin ends up can't even talk. Robin ends up taking the truck, like I said, right? And then she ends up going to the place where the kids are. And so she goes to find the kids, and then she pretty much finds them and trying to get out of there, trying to find exactly where they are and do all her magic as a one-man army. And then Mel is there finishing yoga, walking Dee out, and then she starts to have a panic attack because she sees a pow in the drawer while she's looking for something to open up this bottle of sparkling water she's going to give Dee. So then Dee calls out for Harry. He leaves his post while he's trying to guide Robin through this maze of a building, and it just got worse and worse. So we don't know how long he was gone, but while he was gone, we see reinforcements coming, and she don't even know that these trucks is coming. Truckload full of other drug or gun dealers that are doing business, or maybe the head honcho of the dude that she thought was the head honcho at first, who took the girl from the kidnapper. So we got the kidnapper to the boss, and now we got the boss, right? And so it's about 3 folks Suburbans roll up, and Robin's on her mic calling out for Harry, but he had to leave his post. At the same time, Dante is sending Harry all the deets on who's in those vehicles, because those were the guys that Dante had intel on related to the kidnapper that and the kidnapper's boss that Harry sent to Dante. So, with all that being said, Robin is in a pickle. She got the kids, but they she is in a shootout because they realize that she and the kids are there. And so she makes it to a certain point, and she sees the outside tell the kids to run while she, covers for them. So she covers, they run like heck to get out of there, and then someone hits her upside the back of the head. So now she is under. So she, excuse me. So she got the kids free, right? And so this is real action packed. I really love this show. And so she's trying to break free, but she can't. So the head honcho is telling his homeboy, "We gonna make her talk because she ain't letting us know who she is and why she here. And we know she was here for the kids. So who she working for?" She wasn't letting them know. Of course, she's a one-man show, one-woman show actually. And so she's getting tortured. We see him taking her tooth out. Child, I'm like, what? Oh, child, you just can't take my teeth out now. And then she ends up breaking free, poking at her. She has something, uh, toothpick looking thing poking at her handcuffs. And then she breaks free. The dude realizes it, but she shanks him real good with that toothpick. I'm talking about MacGyver like a mofo. And she ends up breaking free and pretty much blows her way out of the building. And lo and behold, this other big old black car pulls up, almost hits her, and it's Kevin and Randy. He's like, "Get in, get in." So she gets in, and they escape. So the kids came back for her. Thank goodness, because she was about to be toast. Child. And then, so next thing you know, we see the kids coming back to the unconventional foster care, and it was just so sweet. And so I'm thinking something ain't right, because these dudes is out and they trying to, swear vengeance already as she was leaving. However, she makes it back to the Hizzle, and she's all battered and bruised and, tooth missing and carrying on. And she's just really hurt. And then guess who pops in to retrieve his tool bag? Her ex, Miles. But he surprises her, and she draws on him because, she was just in all that mess she was in, right? So then she puts her gun down, and he's like, "What's going on?" And he knows what she does, so. And so he looked at her. He said, "I need to get you to the hospital." She was like, "No, I'm not going to the hospital." But since he's a doctor, he grabbed his tools from up top. I guess he keeps more than just his mechanical tools, house tools. So he had one of his medical bags and started to heal her up after she was rinsing all the blood off her hands. She's all really, really, really abrasions and cuts, like I said, tooth missing, face badly, bruised and cut. So he started fixing her up, and he was like, "What happened to your team?" And she was just like, "I am, I am my team." Just thinking like she don't know how she gonna do this, because she can't, end up like this each and every time. She's really feeling how it is to really not have a team like she had before. Even if just one more person made a difference, because we have never seen her this badly bruised. And this is episode 1. Okay. So I'm just like, ooh, what is really going to happen with her? But that was it, y'all. We're going to find out what's going to happen episode 2. And I can't wait to see if Dante going to come back, because he was calling her and she wasn't answering because she was getting all bandaged up. You know, she called him. He didn't answer earlier. Child, they both miss each other and they just, Well, anyway, I can't wait to see what happens, because I love this show. I love this show. I love this show. Anyway, thanks again for tuning in to The Equalizer with Queen Latifah playing Robin, child. Yes, and she is a one-woman show. Well, she has Harry. I think Mel's going to come back. I hope she does. Anyway, please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you next time. Happy Vlogtober.